I never thought I'd be the guy who gets cheated on. I mean, no one does, right? But I always thought I could trust the people closest to me, especially her, especially him. Her name was Emily. We met when I was 25 at a friend's birthday dinner. She was magnetic, charming, loud in the best way, the type of woman who made everything more colorful just by being in the room. I was quieter, more measured, but we worked. I grounded her, she reminded me not to take life too seriously. After a year, we moved in together. We split bills, cooked together, argued about dumb things like whose turn it was to clean the bathroom. But we laughed. We were solid. Or at least I thought so. A few years in, my friend Jamie, my friend since high school, got dunked by his long-term girlfriend. He was wrecked. Naturally, I told him to crash at our place anytime he needed to. Sometimes he'd stay on the couch after a night of drinking. Sometimes we'd all watch movies together. Emily liked him. She said he had good energy. I never once thought anything of it. But over time, things started feeling off. Jamie started texting her directly, even when I wasn't part of the convo. She started laughing a little too hard at his jokes, touching his arm when they talked. I caught them in the kitchen once, just standing a little too close. The energy wasn't right. They stopped talking when I walked in. I told myself it was nothing. I didn't want to be that guy, the insecure, jealous boyfriend who accuses people based on a vibe. But then there were late returns home, Emily saying she needed space, her phone always face down on the counter. She stopped reaching for my hand on the couch. We stopped having sex. I chalked it up to stress, work, the routine of being together too long. Until one night, a Thursday. I was supposed to be out late for a client dinner, but it ended early. I didn't even text her I was coming home. I figured I'd surprise her with some food and maybe finally have a real talk. Jamie's car was parked outside our building. I didn't panic, not immediately. They were friends after all. Maybe they were hanging out, watching a movie. I walked up the stairs, unlocked the doors quietly as I could, and stepped inside. Music was playing. Not loud, but enough to feel deliberate. I set the food down on the kitchen counter and walked toward the living room. That's when I saw them. She was on his lap, arms around his neck. They were kissing. Not drunk, sloppy kissing, slow, familiar, like they'd done it before. She didn't see me right away, neither did he. I stood there in the doorway, frozen. I couldn't breathe. Then I said her name. She jumped up like she'd been caught stealing. Jamie looked like he'd seen a ghost. No one said anything at first. She tried to walk toward me, saying, "It's not what you think," but her voice cracked. I didn't yell. I didn't throw anything. I just said, "Get out." Jamie left first, not even looking at me. She stood there in tears, trying to explain. "It just happened. I didn't mean for this." She said she was confused, that she still loved me, that it meant nothing. I told her it meant enough to hide it. I slept on the couch that night. Next morning, I packed a bag and left. I moved into a small apartment 2 neighborhoods over. Quiet, clean, empty. I didn't speak to either of them again. Months later, I heard through a mutual friend that they tried dating, but it didn't last. I didn't care. I had already started building a new version of my life. Smaller, simpler, but mine. It's been 2 years. Sometimes I still replay that moment in the doorway, not because I miss her, but because I still can't believe it was real, that 2 people I trusted more than anyone could do that so casually. But I'm okay now. Stronger, clearer. I know who I am and what I deserve. And I'll never ignore my gut again.